Alright guys, it's 12 o'clock in the morning and I'm bored. So I've been looking at some video on YouTube about homemade tattoo machine and prison made tattoo machine, and it kind of annoyed the shit out of me because people do way too fucking much. Anyway, I'm gonna show you as minimal as possible because, well, the whole idea of a prison tattoo machine is we don't have a lot of access to anything. So, well, we have to make do with what we got. So the main thing I'm looking for is, well, if you have a vocational classes like GED or whatever school, you can try to get your hand on one of this lead pencil. It's a little cheap $5 one. This is actually, I'm just showing you an example because I'm not breaking this thing apart. But what I'm looking for is the clip, like one of these, and the tip. 05 or 07. 07 is kind of my thing, but 05 will do just fine because the guitar string or whatever needle that you're gonna be using is fit right in there, and I'll show you what the hell I mean later. And an eraser. Actually, one more item. Fourth is the spring inside of it, like you know how all lead pencil have. So if you're fortunate enough to get your hand on one of the lead pencil, perfect. You can. That's it. That's all you need. And the big pen. This one I actually broke it up kind of badly, but I have another video to show you how to make a tattoo tube. But this one I'm only showing you how to make a tattoo machine. So the tube is, I always hated how they made it in prison. It's everything's fucking nasty. Well, I did like 3 years. That's why I kind of know how it went. So they usually cut the tip off with a nail clipper and then sand it down on the floor most of the time. If not, they use sandpaper if they have like welding class, auto body class, but it all depends where you're at. But when you're like level 3 and 4, I highly doubt you have those access. So this is more of a level 1 and 2. I was in a fire camp reception, so they have a lot of classes. Anyway, for the tube, I just cut the back off, the clear part, and I'm just gonna leave it aside. And this is actually from all the mechanical pencil I was telling you about. I have one from my old tattoo machine that I made, and I snuck out of prison when I got released. So I snuck this one home because, well, it's kind of a reminder and a souvenir. Anyway, I'm not gonna break this guy up, so we go along. And today I'm using a torch, but again, I will make like a whole series of video on how to make some of this prison item. In prison, I made this salt water lighter or whatever it is to just make fire. Well, today I'm just gonna use the torch. Anyway, with that clip earlier, you take it out of the pencil. I use a torch or fire because I like to heat it up and bend it, because if you bend it normally, it will just it gives too much stress over where your bent area is at, and it'll just snap. And in prison, well, if you're gonna have your hand on something, just make the best of it, because if you're gonna break it, well, good luck looking for another one, or it's gonna be a long time for you to get your hand on another one, and it's kind of expensive. Like how they trade whatever item they have, like fucking soup or I don't know, those fucking cinnamon roll, whatever. I don't know what the hell it is. Totally forgot. But sweet is kind of a big thing. Anyway, you bend it, and the back part right here is kind of confusing, but it's just that little curve right there. I just kind of like bend it backward. I like that part because it's kind of hold on to the machine easier. If you don't have it, fuck it, you don't need it. All you need is the L shape. So anyway, heat it up, bend it, and this is what it looks. I'm gonna try to keep the video short so it doesn't bore you too much. Anyway, after you bend that, leave that aside. And the motor is you get from a CD player, and the headphone jack, which is kind of funny because the first time I went to, well, I only been to prison one time, and I learned my lesson. Never going there again. Anyway, 8 years ago I was using this, and I like it because a lot of time I like everything disconnected, and I use the RC is because one particular reason is I use the adapter for the what you call it, the CDs, and they have like, you know, variable voltages, 1.5 to 3.5, whatever, how it goes, and I'll show you that in a moment, like in the next video. But anyway, I accidentally broke my shit off when I was disassembling my old tattoo machine, so the one I made in prison, and I accidentally cut that thing off. Well, it kind of sucked because I can't use this anymore. But let's just, for argument's sake, we'll connect those two wires into this headphone jacks right here, and this is how it's set. Next time I'm just gonna make another video with a tattoo machine actually run, because this one I tested out earlier on my Cyclone tattoo power supplies, and it worked. Put that shit on 3 voltage and it runs just like a charm. Because if you run on 6, this little motor from the CD player will just kind of burn off. It will burn after a while. And then again, I use a string, which I'll show you what did I made out of, because the reason why is I like everything to be more simple. I saw some guy, he was making a machine out of well, he tied it together with shoelace, and then he tried to harden it up with a like shoe polish, and all that you can get in commissary. I know, it's surprising. I don't know what the hell, why they shine the shoe for. You already in prison, you don't have to look that good. But yeah, he uses it, and it's kind of nasty because, well, germs can just get on it, and it's kind of a headache. Just, come on, it's prison. You don't have a lot of sanitation item that you can clean shit with, but yeah, you want to make the machine all too much and fucking nasty. So I use a string that I just made because you can actually take it apart and clean as much as you can, which I usually use the you go to a barber in prison, and then they have this little blue thing for the scissor and whatever to clean things off. So I usually use that. Hey, at least I'm a little bit more sanitized than most whole so-called artists in there, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyway, see, I hold the machine together with just one fucking knot. You don't need all that shenanigan that they use. And some of the videos I saw on YouTube, I don't know, I think they're doing too much. I make this whole fucking tattoo machine in like, what, 15 minutes. Yeah, and that's it. You guys have a tattoo machine. Oh yeah, totally forgot. The tip of the 05 lead pencil. This piece is just like, you know, it's in the back of a pen, a big pen, and then I just use a fork. And I keep stretching, I keep shoving it in there, heat it up a little bit, and then have it stretch just a little bit. You don't want to do too much, but you could perfect it. But this is for my old piece, so it's already been done. So it's gonna look very easy, but it's just gonna take a little time. So you put the tip of the 05 lead pencil onto it, and then you have this sucker in there, and you push down. Well, I usually push it down on the table because it's a lot easier. Whatever. But that's it. Got yourself a tattoo machine. Cut this off, make it look nice. Alright. Click like, subscribe, and stay tuned to my next video about how to make a tattoo tubes.